So you guys, like I said, I know I'm late on these, but yeah, sickness comes first. But so basically the beginning of this video, Amberlynn is sitting there pretending that she's gonna be eating healthy. She's planning her meals. It's like, it was a filler, basically. It was a video filler. It's like, girl, why? We already know you're not gonna follow that schedule. Why bother? But anyways, the most thing I was mostly interested in is how she says she was victimized by Zachary Michael. So here we go. Let's listen along.
So I have gone back and forth whether I wanted to speak on this. I have sat with my thoughts and my feelings regarding it. I didn't want to just like spew nonsense. I really wanted to sit with it. And I've decided I think I should speak on it because it is kind of heavy on my mind, on my heart. So I've gotten a lot of support and backlash regarding like what I said about Zachary Michael. There's a lot of people that think I should literally die and fall off the face of the planet for what I said about someone's mental health issues. And then there's the other side of people who are like, I applaud you for finally like sticking up for yourself after years and years of torment. So I have received.
All right, my Fat Wednesday Adams, let me fill you in. May explain this to you. I don't go in your comment section, so I don't know what people were saying. Anyways, what people have an issue with is when it's convenient for you, it's always mementos. And when other people are going through stuff with the mentals, you have no empathy or sympathy. So by that, you cannot come on the interwebs and expect to get sympathy and empathy about your mentals when you don't feel the same ways when other people are going through the same thing. Hopefully that clears things up. And while I'm here, is it me? Oh, remember that character from Alice in Wonderland? It's a Rumpelstiltskin, the big fat guy and the small fat guy. Doesn't she look like them? Or am I off base here? But that's what she reminds me of with this sweater. Anyways, let's continue.
Received a lot of mixed feelings, and if you guys thought that I was not going to see the clip of someone actually like verbally abusing me, then y'all thought wrong. I did watch it, and I've also watched like another clip from Twitch, which I have never watched his Twitch before until I saw this clip. So I do feel like I need to speak up on this because it's kind of a lot, to be honest. And I really wish people would like separate like who the two people are and like biased opinions based around me and reaction channels and look at it as like person A and person B. Regardless, even though I feel like I'm standing in front of a bunch of like people who want to see me fail and who don't really care about what I have to say, I'm standing here and I'm using my voice because as a woman and as someone here on YouTube who has constantly had to just fight and fight and fight, I'm not going to stop now.
Amber, the only reason that you feel like you have to fight and fight and fight is because you're a liar. You lie about every single thing, and you have an issue when people point out that you're a liar. Your stories are never the same. You say whatever sounds good that day. That is why people call you a liar, because you are a liar. As far as Zachary Michael verbally abusing you, honey, I clipped that as on my channel. I did not see that as verbally abuse. What you're trying to do right now is that he clapped back at you and you did not like at all what he had to say. You did not like at all what he had to say. So now, of course, you're being attacked. You're the victim. You as a woman, how dare you say that to me? Amber, all you did was open my mouth and set foot. I'm sorry. As a female, I did not see that as a verbal abuse at all. And I did go looking for that clip of Zachary Michael. From what I understand, he said, I don't know the tone of it. He said if Amber won it, she can catch hands. So I did not know in what context that was said. I looked for the clip on YouTube. I could not find it. So yeah, I don't know the context of that video. So I am not going to defend him on that one. Let's continue anyways.
I feel like I have a lot to say, but I really just want to like dwindle it down into like short form. I said something about Zach saying that like his mental health issues is the reason why he can't upload. But then the minute that I upload, he has a reaction. That is the only thing I have ever said about Zachary Michael's mental health. And to be honest, the year.
My first Wednesday Adams, you said a lot more than that in that previous video. It's on my channel. You said a lot more than that. You girls and your mental gymnastic is exhausting. How are you guys not exhausted? You say so much shit on the interwebs. When it backfires on you guys, you become the victims. Get out of here. You said a lot more than that. Listen, if Zachary Michael is wrong, I will call it out. I will say, yeah, he's wrong. But, Amber, let this go. Just let it go. Let it die. Let it die.
Years and years that he has spent on his channel mocking me, being insensitive to any issue that I have. I mean, he can sit here and say that he stands up for me for this and for that and for random things, but sure, that doesn't take away the fact that I have been mocked by him. That also—
Damn it, my fat Wednesday Addams. You got bigger fish to fry than this. Zachary has been the most understanding, the most kindest to you. Listen, you put yourself on the internet. This is how you make your money. This is how you make your income. You put yourself on the interwebs. Guess what? You are open to mockery, ridicule, whatever. Just because you do not like it, it does not mean that it's not okay. You put yourself on the algos interwebs. People are going to have something to say about it. And then on top of that, you lie, Amber. You lie. And honestly, there are a lot of YouTubers who are very, very successful, who do similar things, and they don't open themselves to such ridicules because they're upfront and honest about what's going on with them. Not you, my dear, not you. You did this to yourself. I don't know what else to tell you.
Also includes my mental health. We're not even going to go to like the physical aspect of like making fun of the fact that it's hard for me in the past to like walk to a tree, or like every time he sees me walking in a video, literally you can see him subconsciously move his body in a waddling fashion.
Oh Christ. Listen here, my fat Wednesday Addams. You do waddle when you walk, and you are in this position because of your own doing. If you're actually this concerned about your health and your mental health, you get help for them, but you don't want to because it's how you make your money. Because if you went and got help, you have to change your content. And you don't want to do that. That is how you walk. That's not mocking you. You waddle when you walk. What do you want him to say? Like, I don't understand. Like, what do you want him to say? You waddle.
Like, we're not even gonna like include those things and multiple other things, like him joining in on AmberCon, literally hosted by one of the most fat phobic people there is. But we're strictly gonna go—
Hold up. So so you're still butthurt about the AmberCon? I watched that shit. That shit was funny. Amber. Come on, you can't be serious. Michael B. Petty used to be fat. I don't know if he got fat again. We're just calling you straight up. He wasn't mincing his words. So you're still mad about that? Oh, for fuck's sake, my dude. Oh, my dad. Oh, for fuck's sake.
with like the mental health aspect, because that is the reason why he decided to literally verbally abuse me in front of everyone, and he's getting applauded for it. Listen, he says awful things about my mental health too. It might not be in the black and white way that I did it, but I am telling you, he does it frequently. So this might be like a very small example, but it's a recent example that is like an ongoing example. I have massive anxiety when it comes to like public speaking in person. So bingo, for instance, when I get a bingo, yelling bingo out loud gives me so much paralyzing anxiety that I literally can't do it. That is a mental illness. Anxiety is a mental illness.
You know what? I don't care who likes this or doesn't like this. You know what? What am I ready to say? You know what, Amber? Fuck you. Fuck you. If you're so concerned about your mental health, go get help for your mental health. It is not the internet's job to cuddle you with your mental health and help. You don't get to use that as a shield. Go get help. When people point out that you use your mentals as a shield, they mean it. It's the truth. Go get help like the rest of us. Everybody's dealing with their own mental stuff. You know what most people don't do? Come on the internet and do some horrible things and then turn around and use their mentals as an excuse or as a shield. Okay? Being able to yell bingo is not mental health. Go fuck yourself. Because there are people out there who are actually dealing with actual mental health issues. So go fuck yourself. Go fix it. Otherwise, shut up about your mentals.
That is something that I am suffering with. And he constantly makes fun of that. It's something that I'm embarrassed about. I'm ashamed about. Like, I wish that I could yell bingo like a normal person, because to normal people, it's easy to do. For me, it's super hard. So in a recent vlog, I was like, you guys, I yelled bingo. Like, I'm so proud of myself because like I conquered that anxiety. He made fun of me. He made fun of my mental illness. So another recent thing when it comes to my mental health is I expressed at length at the whole feederism topic and calling my girlfriend a feeder and saying that I'm a feedie, that I'm actively involved in that sort of relationship, has been detrimental to not only my mental health, but to Tommy's as well. He knows this and he continues in every single reaction, says emotional support feeder, and he says,
Amber, shut up. Clearly, Emily likes some near-death facts, okay? It's clear. Everybody can see that. And you're not the first one that she chased after. There's many other ones that she chased after who did not bite. You're the one that took the bite. So, wait. Why are people also, like, why is everybody else, if Emily's mentals are not so great because of the internet, she knows what she needs to do, right? She knows what she needs to do. Emily clearly loves the notoriety. Like you, she doesn't like what people have to say about her. People are not responsible for her mentals. If her mentals are that terrible, you too should also go to a therapist. Tell your girlfriend to go see a therapist too as well. All right? All right.
anytime that I'm eating, it's for Tommy. Anytime that I'm showing my body, it's for Tommy. He's continuing on a storyline that I wish would literally stop. I wish it would stop for more than one reason. I wish it would stop because it's not true. And I wish it would stop because it's detrimental to Tommy's mental health and to my own. And he actively knows that and still continues to do it. Yeah.
And again, the internet is not responsible for your mental health and Tammy's mental health. If you want people to stop talking about your girlfriend, stop parading her on the interwebs. If you know you stopped, you are still parading her on the internet. You don't have to show her face. Okay, you don't even have to show her face. What was the last vlog when she came to visit you? You showed her hands or whatever. You're still parading your relationship on the interwebs. Until you stop doing that, people are not gonna shut up about her. How about that?
Has zero regards to my feelings at all. I even flat out said multiple times that this whole subject causes my mental health to be worse than ever. So that is just simply two small examples of what I mean. And like the big grand scheme of things, like this has been going on for years and I have taken it for years. Like I could have a whole list of things that he has either mocked me for, made fun of me for, judged me for, has been insensitive about, etc., that has been mental health related. But him and his audience has not gave a fuck. I'm not gonna.
If the internet has done so much to you, Amber, get the fuck off the internet and go get an actual job. How about that? Get off the internet and go get an actual job. The internet, again, I'm tired of saying this, is not responsible for your mentals or Emily's mentals. Go to see an actual therapist instead of talking about seeing a therapist. How about you do the work and go and actually sit down and talk to a therapist?
I'm gonna sit here and deny that what I said wasn't distasteful because it genuinely was. But I have been low-key made fun of his whole YouTube career. And it's so low-key that like he gets away with it. But even channels are like high key about it, they still get away with it too. Like a good example of that is like me calling Jordy pale. Like everyone was so mad about it, or like the fact that I said that he lives in his mom's basement, which I have no idea if that's a thing. People are like, well, it's a good thing that he lives with his mom and dad. I don't know if he does, but everyone had like every like great excuse under the sun for the reason why he lives in his mom's basement. But yet me getting into my mom's car because I don't drive is like a horrendous thing. But yet me living with girlfriends is like a horrendous thing because
All right, my Fat Wednesday Adams, let me break this down for you. People have an issue with that because ever since your existence on YouTube, you always needed somebody to take care of you. From Crystal until now, this is the only time in your life where you're on your own. Throughout your internet career, all your girlfriends turned out to be your caretakers. And when you made that comment, you made it sound as if you were out there being the independent woman that you'd like to portray yourself as, when in actuality, You need people to take care of you. That's what pissed people off. You understand it? I mean, like, even recently, you tried to move yourself into Emily's house so she could take care of you. And she said, nah, homie, and send you packing back to Oklahoma. That's what people were trying to say to you. Hopefully that makes sense.
I can't live on my own and this and that, but it's like people will make excuses for these reaction channels while literally looking down upon me constantly. But anyways, back to Zach. His response to me was like a misogynistic rant of nothing but like curse words and just, it was horrible. It was like verbally abusive. If I did that.
Actually, I beg to disagree with that. You're allowed to feel the way you want to feel. I'm allowed to feel the way I want to feel. I beg to differ. That was not verbal assault. I'm sorry. You're no victim. You have said a lot of heinous things to people on the internet. Remember that infamous, you disrespectful pieces of shit? Remember that? That's just one example. Amber, you have said some terrible, terrible things to people on the internet. Not just people in the internet, apparently. Your exes have come out of all the crap you have said to people in real life. So, cry as a river, my dear. Cry as a river.
Which I have never done that. People would be like, oh, that's her true colors. There it is. But Zach is being rewarded for this, which is crazy to me. And I feel like it gets even worse than that. He literally went onto Twitch and brought violence into the mix. Whether he was joking or not, that is not okay to joke about. It truly makes me feel unsafe, and not in the way of like, oh, I firmly believe he's gonna come and like hurt me physically, but I no longer feel safe in this corner of the internet. Like, this is my job and it was my passion. And it's truly just like being ripped from me day by day by day.
Okay, so just for the fact that you did not include that threat from Zachary Michael in this video, it leads me to believe that it was said in jest. Because to me, if you felt that threatened, you would have made sure that you included that snippet in here, Amber. I've been watching you a little bit to understand how you operate. If you had those receipts, you would have been more than happy to include them in here. So therefore, I don't believe you. I do not really believe you. You're upset that people took Zachary Michael's side and you're trying to victimize yourself. You're trying to make yourself into a victim. And unfortunately, this is not going to work either as well.
I should be allowed on the internet without feeling unsafe. Now, because I said one thing about his mental health, where literally in every single video, he has something to say about mine. He now has made room to validate his insensitivities to my mental health or just me as a person, as a full-ass person, as a human who is nuanced completely. So now he gets to be...
Listen here, there is a lot more reactors who will say more horrible things to you, Amber, than Zachary Michael has. Why didn't you have this smoke for them? I'm so baffled by why you're going after Zachary Michael for him calling you a bitch. But you have no smoke for other reactors, because I've watched other reactors who have said some more horrendous things towards you, but yet here you are. You don't say shit about them. Make it make sense.
Insensitive in like an exaggerated manner instead of just the low-key manner that he has had this whole time during his career. This also just goes to show that no matter what I do, no matter what the reaction channels do, I will always be the villain and I will always be the bad guy. Zach's response to my one thing that I said about him, when he has said thousands and thousands and thousands of things about me that has hurt me, his response was abusive. It was cruel, it was mean, and I have to sit back and like deal with that because of thousands of people agree that that's the way he should have responded to me, when I have never responded to any reaction channel in that way. And if I did, people would have attacked me for a lifetime. I am truly sickened.
Oh my God, not this again. Amber, people are still attacking you for the stuff you've said on the internet. Are we playing dumb? With the mental gymnastics you're doing, you should be like a size 0 queen by now. Like, how is your brain not hurting with like the mental gymnastics you're doing in your head? You have said some horrible things to people, for fuck's sake.
And like, it has made me look at Zach in a completely different way. I constantly flip-flop with him, but I literally am sickened by this. This community has made it okay to attack one person and one person only, and to literally silence them. And the minute they say one thing that might be distasteful among the thousands of things the other person has said, it immediately made me the bad guy and him the hero. I was simply stating one thing, while again, he states thousands and thousands and gets away with it constantly. Literally calls me a bitch, literally says fuck you, literally says he's gonna like use these hands or whatever, like insinuating violence, and everyone is okay with it. Like, it's not okay. I know he's gonna rebuttal and he's gonna say, well, you've done this and you've done that and you've done this, and not take accountability for his words. I know that's what's gonna happen. I know that's gonna be his response because he has done this long enough. He knows what his audience wants. I don't really know what else to say about it, but I do want to end this vlog. I'll see you guys in the next one.
What I'm getting is that Amber wanted a sympathy bone. Honey, I'm sorry, you're not going to get no sympathy from anybody in this corner of the interwebs. You've done too much to too many people to get that. And you are correct about Zachary Michael's rebuttal to you. It's on his channel. I didn't clip it. If you guys want to see it, it's on his channel. And I don't know what to tell you, Amber. If it's so terrible, get off the interwebs. I don't know what else to say. But anyways, you guys, this is all I got from Amber for now. And yeah, memberships on the channel available, whatever, is in the description. But yep, I'm gonna watch the Eagles now, but I will catch you in the next video later. Bye bye.